there are many ways how it could look like, but as I already mentioned before, it comes to awareness. It comes to a devotional aspect to it, where we treat each other as spiritual beings, that we do not connect only with bodies, or maybe minds and hearts. We connect with our souls. So we view each other as energy, not just bodies, and we treat each other as deities. It's in a traditional tantra. Also, in tantras, it was written about polarities of yin and yang, plus and minus, Shiva, Shakti, feminine, masculine. We all consist of those polarities. Taoist practices deal with exactly the same polarities, the polarity of energy. And how do we unite that plus and minus within us? That's why self-practice is so important in tantric sexuality approach, because if you don't know how to balance yourself, how can you be balanced with another? And when you learn how to balance your own Shiva Shakti within you, then you can bring it together with your partner and then balance it together. And when you unite those energies together and you together give it intention, and you're being present, and you're using tantric practices, that there are many. The most common tantric practice that is used is breath work. We're breathing a lot in tantric lovemaking. And it's mostly, there are also positions, there are also visualizations, but it all comes to presence.
Yeah, and why do you use the breath, especially in tantric sexuality?
Because breath guides energy. Because breath is the fastest and the healthiest and the most powerful way to be present, because breath is always present. And when you connect your mind to your breath, you guide energy. And if you also add intention, why are we having sex? What I was asking before, why? Intention guides attention of our mind. And attention guides energy. And when we work with energy, as many teachers say, where mind goes, energy flows, you can direct it to expand your capacity to orgasm, expand your capacity to guide that energy. And the main difference between normal sex and tantric sex is that normal sex, normal intercourse or interaction between sexual partners is very linear upwards, like it's a peak experience. We accumulate energy, we rush, and then we explode and it's down. You know, it's always directed towards release. Tantric sexuality, orgasm is not important. We don't even think about orgasm, but we harness orgasmic energy and we expand orgasmic energy in a way that we are using different breath techniques and practices to ride the waves of pleasure. More, not like this, like I explained, it's more like this, and you go down and up. And it takes hours. Sometimes that's why we need time to do these practices. But again, I told you, it can be also short and sweet if it's present and it's full of reverence. It's also tantric. But if you want to expand and use tantra as a tool to expand,
and what's like
orgasm, I'll finish. So you can use that orgasmic energy with your intention and direct it in your life. You can power, it's like an energy and electricity that you can power up the plant with it. You can manifest with it. You can use it in paintings. You can use it in your writing.
So can we say that when I orgasm, when I manifest, when I think on that thing that I want to manifest in my life, is that how I can use this energy?
Absolutely. It's intention. It's where you guide it. Very often, and I used to do it since forever, before I even read about it. And when I read about it, I was like, wow, I was downloading, or I just felt it. When you self-pleasure, we women, I don't generalize, but when we self-pleasure, how I like to do it, I like to take time, and also not just to, have my orgasm, go to bed, and do, I want to relax and release the stress. But when you self-pleasure, intentionally making love to all of you, not reduced to your genitals, you are working with this energy, and you harness this energy, and then you guide this energy to, let's say, if I feel like I'm getting sick sometimes, like I'm gonna get sick, I go in self-pleasure and I guide orgasmic energy into recovery. I just send it to my cells and I power them up, so I'm healthy again, and next day I'm healthy. That's how I prevent my colds.
Okay.
Or you can send it to your skin. It's your beauty routine. That's why Tantrikas, most
That's
Tantrikas
why you look so beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, when people ask me, how comes you don't do anything to your skin? You're 48 and you don't dye your hair. I attribute it to the intentionally, because I guide it. I guide it to my skin. I guide it to my beauty, to my eyes. You can guide it to your heart when you're heartbroken. Very often when I'm heartbroken, I don't start loving myself and giving that love to me, and then playing with that and feeling loved by myself and guiding it to my broken heart and mend it. You can mend with it. It's so beautiful what you can do with this. And that's also in lovemaking. Partners, let's say you had an argument or there is a disconnection on a certain level, you can connect and then breathe together and look into each other's eyes and tell each other, why are you doing this and why are you actually together? And then guide this, write this together, and expand together and reach those states of magic that you don't reach. You just, let's say, fuck.